Hi, everyone. I think we're live. Can everyone hear me? Hello, hello. Perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Rachel. I think I'm going to wait a few more minutes just so more people can hop on. I'd love to know where everyone is watching from. Hi, Emily. Hello. I'm from Las Vegas in Nevada, so it's very warm here today. It's like 65 today, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I'm glad I was able to get on here today before the rain starts. Hello. So many fun places. I'd love to go to Madrid. Hi, everyone. Ooh, Mexico. So many fun places. I can't wait to safely travel again. Ooh, UK, Egypt. So fun. Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and just get started. Ooh, Australia, hello. Hello everyone. My name is Rachel. Um, I am not on YouTube yet, but I am over on Instagram. You can find me. My handle is Skincare Standard. So I am a skincare enthusiast, as I'm sure you can tell by my handle. But I also just love really natural, glowy makeup. I love a very nice, no makeup type of look. So I'm super excited to be here today with Bobbi Brown for this live stream. I'm going to take you through my super glowy complexion, natural, effortless, everyday look using some of their products. So I'm super excited to get started. This is my very first live stream ever, not just on YouTube, but I've never even done one on Instagram. So I'm super excited and honored to be here for my very first time with Bobbi Brown. Thank you all for joining me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. But before I do so, you can actually use the chat function to ask a question if you have one. The Bobbi Brown team is also on this chat. So if you have a question, one of us will be able to answer it. And somewhere down in the description box, you can also shop the products that I'm using if something catches your eye. And we do have a promo code as well for this live. It is Rachel Live 15, so you can save 15% on your order. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. But let's go ahead and get started. So again, I'm very into the very natural, glowy makeup look. I like my skin to look very healthy and hydrated. Not super covered up by makeup. So I'm going to start off with the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So if you're unfamiliar with the face base, it's definitely a cult classic product from Bobbi Brown. It's essentially a primer and a moisturizer in one. So it's got this super rich texture that doesn't feel heavy or greasy on the skin. I'm going to go ahead and take a bit with my finger. Just like to take about that much. And I apply it just like a moisturizer. And again, it's got super nourishing ingredients. So it has like hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate, I should say, and also shea butter. So it's going to help hydrate your skin. And for me, when it comes to having healthy skin that looks healthy and natural in makeup, you definitely want a glowy, hydrating base, just so your makeup stays fresh all day long and it doesn't look dry or cakey throughout the day. And this also has a really nice makeup gripping finish. So your makeup is also going to apply very nicely on top and it's going to stay put all day long as well. So I'm just going to quickly finish rubbing that and patting that in. Thank you, Emily. And then, of course, before this, I did follow up with my normal skincare routine. I think that's super important to prep your skin very nicely beforehand so your makeup's going to look flawless. So that was the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I'm absolutely obsessed with this product. I can't do my makeup without it just because my foundation just does not look the same without it. So as you can already see, I already got some glow going on here. But now I'm going to move on to the Vitamin Enriched Eye Base for my under eyes. So I have very dry under eyes. So like the rest of my face, I want to prep it for makeup. And this has a pretty similar texture. It's also very, very rich, but it doesn't feel heavy or greasy. And it's going to help prep my skin, my under eyes for corrector and concealer. And so like the face base, it's very similar function, but this has ingredients that are going to specifically target the under eyes, which is the most delicate skin on our face. So I'm going to go ahead and just start applying this like an eye cream. A little goes a long way too. So I like to just go underneath my eyes and just rub that in. If you're using a tinted moisturizer, you can use the Vitamin Enriched Face Base beforehand. So your tinted moisturizer will look a lot more hydrated and it'll last a lot longer as well. You can also mix it. So you can mix your Vitamin Enriched Face Base with your foundation or your tinted moisturizer, whatever you're using. So I just like to go up to my eyelids a bit too, just to make sure everything is prepped and hydrated. And again, this is specifically targeted for the under eyes, so it has like vitamin C to help brighten the under eyes over time. It's also going to help diminish fine lines. So superstar product. And once I have my prep done, then I can move on to my makeup. I would use the face base and the eye base on top of your normal skincare. Of course, do all of your normal skincare beforehand. And then I treat these, they are like skincare and makeup prep in one, but I like to think of these as just additional skincare and makeup prep, if that makes sense. So I do these on top of your skincare. Okay. And so next, I'm going to move on to the superstar here, which is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. So again, I'm going to apply this after I have my skin fully prepped. I have the shade Beige 3, and I'm going to apply 2 pumps to the back of my hand. That's about how much I need to fully cover my face. And I'm going to apply that with the full coverage face brush. This is one of my favorites. It's just super, super fluffy. And I absolutely love this foundation. I'll just say a few fun things about it first. So the coverage is amazing. So when I'm looking for a foundation, I want something that's going to cover my redness. As you can see, I have noticeable redness in my cheeks, but I don't want it to be feeling heavy on my skin. I just hate that feeling. I don't want it to completely cover my skin because I'll get a bit closer if you can see. I do have freckles and I do not want my freckles to be covered because I love my freckles. So this is the absolute dream coverage. So I'm going to start going in with the brush and just start applying it so you can see. I'm going to start on one side of my face so you can see the difference between this side and this side. So again, this brush is just so fluffy and amazing, and it makes the coverage just beautiful. But I've only gone in with just a bit there, and you can already tell the difference between my cheeks and the redness. I think Elisa said that she can't sample colors. So Bobbi Brown on their website, you can actually go on their website and talk to an artist and they can shade match you. Well, I forgot to show you the difference. So there's a difference here. It's a pretty noticeable difference and it is buildable. So if I do feel like I need more coverage somewhere, I can just add a bit more and it's not going to feel heavy. It's just going to feel weightless and breathable all day long. But someone did say for when it comes to shade matching, you can go on Bobbi Brown's website, and they do have like an option where you can chat with an artist who will shade match you. They also have like a virtual try on and they're on their website. And I believe they offer a one-on-one consultation, so you can speak directly to an artist as well, and find the perfect match for you. So again, the coverage is just looking amazing. Look off to my mirror on the side here. The finish is just amazing. So I wish you could see it better, like in person and not just on camera, but it just looks exactly like skin. And that's exactly what I want. I want my skin to look normal and natural and like I'm not wearing makeup at all. And it just looks like skin. And every time I wear this, I get so many compliments on my skin and just how glowy and natural it looks. So many questions. I love it. Okay, so that's how it looks with the foundation just applied. Again, my redness is pretty concealed. I will say I do have very strong redness going on. It's also a little hot here and I have heat reactive skin. So it's still peeking through just a bit, but it looks totally natural. Again, you can still see my skin shining through the foundation. You can still see my freckles, so it doesn't completely cover my skin. And that's exactly what I want in a finish. So next, I'm going to move on to the corrector. I'm going to come back to the foundation in just a bit, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But I'm going to move on to the corrector. This is also such a classic product from Bobbi Brown. This is going to help brighten and further correct your dark circles underneath your eyes. And I just applied that vitamin-enriched eye base, so my under eyes are feeling super soft. Also, yes, the foundation does have SPF 15. So I like to take my finger and just warm this up in the pan and then apply it directly to my under eye. So I'll do one under eye first and show you the difference between them. This is the shade Bisque, and it is a warmer shade. I think they have like 16 shades for the corrector, which is amazing. This is the shade Bisque, so it's a warmer shade, and I have blue to purple undertones in my dark circles, so this warmer shade will help conceal the dark circles further. For the foundation, I use the full coverage face brush. It's amazing. And then for the inner corners of my eyes, where my dark circles are also pretty prominent and I can't get to with my finger, I'm going to use the full coverage touch-up brush and just dab that in a little, and then start just applying that to the corners of my eyes to, again, further correct my dark circles. And then I'll also bring it to my eyelids as well, just so everything looks more uniform. I don't want to miss my eyelids and have them be a completely different color. But okay, so this is the eye with the corrector and this is the eye without. So you can already tell a pretty noticeable difference. This looks a lot brighter. It's a lot more corrected. So I cannot do my under eyes without this. And a little goes a long way also. Like I literally use this every single day and I've hardly made a dent in it since I've had it for, I would say like 6 or 7 months now. So I'm gonna finish this eye now. And I have blue to purple undertones in my dark circles, so I like to use a warmer shade. If you have greenish to brown undertones in your dark circles, you can use a peachier shade. So again, they have 16 shades of the corrector, so it'll be so easy for everyone to just find their own shade. So the difference between a corrector and a concealer, the corrector is more so going to target the dark circles. to, again, just correct them. And then the concealer will help to just brighten your under eye area. So I need both steps because my under eyes are so, my dark circles are so prominent that if I don't use a corrector, you'll still kind of be able to see my dark circles underneath my concealer. I also do get a lot of creasing underneath my eyes, and having a step like the vitamin enriched eye base, so prepping your under eyes beforehand with lots of hydration, is going to help prevent creasing. Okay, so there is the corrector. So as you can see, I can't even see my dark circles at this point. Sometimes I just stop at the corrector. I feel like I don't need the concealer some days because the corrector is so good. But of course, I will follow up with the concealer, which I absolutely love. So this is the Instant Full Cover Concealer. Like the foundation, it's super creamy. It's going to feel weightless on the skin and very breathable. So it's not going to feel heavy underneath your eyes at all because who wants that? So I have the shade Warm Beige, and I know a lot of people like to go in with a concealer that is lighter than their foundation, but I prefer to use one that's warmer. And this kind of goes back to the corrector. So because my under eye circles, dark circles are so prominent, I want to cancel them out a bit further with a warmer concealer. So I'm just gonna go in really quick with just a bit of that. That's really all you need, and blend that out with my finger. And then if I feel like I need to touch up, I will go in with that Instant Full Cover brush as well. Natasha, I don't have mature skin yet, so I can't fully answer your question, but I would say if your under eye or products on top of your eye do tend to get dry, you could just not be prepping your under eyes well enough, which is where a product like the Vitamin Enriched Eye Base, which is going to really help hydrate your under eyes, would come into play. Okay, and so this is one eye with the concealer and one eye without. Makes a pretty nice difference in my dark circles. So I'm going to just add a bit more to this side, blend that out with my fingers. And then once I'm done blending out with my fingers, I'll take a closer look and go in with the full cover concealer brush as well. Tanya, I have very oily eyelids, so I'm always looking for a primer that doesn't crease or flake also. But I'm going to get to my eyes in about a few minutes, and then I'll show you the eyeshadow from Bobbi Brown that just does not crease. It's amazing. Okay, and so this is the finished result with the concealer. I'm gonna add just a bit more to the corners and go in with the full coverage touch-up brush. Again, this is such a good brush. It's specifically targeted for little touch-ups like this. Okay, and once I'm done with my under eyes, I'm actually going to spot conceal the rest of my face wherever I feel like I need it. So I do have like a little breakout scar right here. I'm just going to dab that, and it's gone. Bianca, the foundation is very hydrating. So it has hydrating ingredients like sodium hyaluronate, that are just going to help moisturize your skin all day long. Also help support your skin barrier, which is super important. If you follow me on Instagram, I talk about skin barriers sometimes and just how having a healthy skin barrier is just going to lead to healthier skin. So the fact that the foundation supports a healthy skin barrier is amazing. It also helps to control oil. So I forgot to mention this earlier, but I did have some oil going on. I have combination skin, so I have an oily T-zone. But after applying the foundation, it looks a lot more neutralized. So it's amazing. Okay, so now I finished up with the concealer, but I do have a bit of the foundation left on my hand still. So I'm actually going to go in and apply a bit more foundation where I feel like I need coverage because again, it's so buildable because it's just so lightweight and it doesn't feel like anything on the skin and it's not going to look dry at all. So I'm just going to go in because as you can see, I still have some redness peeking through. So I'm just going to go in a bit with the same full coverage face brush I used to apply it, go around my cheeks. Bianca, I have very sensitive skin. As you can see, lots of redness here that I'm trying to conceal, but the foundation is really great for sensitive skin. I'm also very acne prone and the foundation doesn't break me out at all. So it's an absolute dream. I've got some redness that just refuses to go away. So I'm going to use the full coverage touch-up brush to just kind of target that specific area. I feel like that's doing a really great job right now. Thank you, Maria. I think it's very important to, if you want your makeup to look very natural and just flawless, I think skincare is obviously so important. And that's why I love that Bobbi Brown's products infuse a lot of skincare and helpful hydrating ingredients in their products. So you're getting the best of both worlds. For the foundation, I use the shade Beige 3. And then for the concealer, I use the shade Warm Beige. So now I've completely finished my base. I've prepped my skin, foundation, concealer, corrector, all the works. So I'm gonna get a bit closer to the camera so you can see. So as you can see, my skin looks, flawless, honestly. My redness is concealed very nicely, but you can still see that my skin is shining through. You can still see my freckles, which I love. I don't wanna fully cover my freckles. So again, these products are just staples in like a flawless, everyday, glowing complexion routine. So now I'm going to move on to highlighter, which is my absolute favorite step. Because again, I'm very into glowy skin if you're not familiar with me or my makeup looks on Instagram. And sometimes I just like to accentuate and highlight my already glowing skin from the foundation, the concealer. So I have Bobbi Brown's highlighting powder here. This is the shade Afternoon Glow. It's this very nice, very pretty light gold kind of shade. And, oh, excuse me. It goes on very smoothly. It has pearl pigment, so it's going to reflect the light very nicely if you're in natural daylight. So I'm going to just I like to take my finger and just apply it that way. I like to apply it on the tip of my nose, and that is intense. Like that highlight is stunning. And then I like to apply it to the high points of my face or places where my skin already kind of naturally glows, like just above my cheekbone. And I just can't get over how stunning this is and how natural it looks. If I do want a sheerer finish for the highlight, I will actually take that same full coverage space brush and just go over it just a bit, just to kind of diffuse the highlight, as you can see. This highlight, Maria, is also great for wearing a mask. So I find that this highlight does not rub off when I'm wearing a mask. Just because it applies so nicely to the skin, it's so smooth, and it's super pigmented. Okay, so that is the highlight. Oh, I forgot. Right above my lips too. I like to get in there. Okay, so now that I've got my complexion fully done, again, I'm very into the natural look that the Bobbi Brown products give. My skin is glowing. It looks very natural, looks very no makeup right now. Very into it. So I'm going to move on to the eyes next. And here I have 3 of the creamy eyeshadow sticks, the Longwear Cream Shadow Sticks from Bobbi Brown. And I'm going to swatch all of these for you. These are stunning. And so again, if you follow me, I am not super into eyeshadow. I admittedly have zero skill for it. I'm like not good at blending and everything. And I also have oily eyelids. And like someone else mentioned earlier, I struggle a lot to find a primer or an eyeshadow that's not going to crease on my oily lids. So I'm going to swatch these for you. This is the shade Malted Pink. I still have a bit of foundation on my hand. So Malted Pink is this really pretty matte pink shade, super gorgeous, almost leans a bit nude. And then the next shade I have is Pink Sparkle. This is a super pretty light pink, baby pink, sparkly kind of shade. Jessica, if the promo code isn't working, I would make sure that you spelled my name correctly. I get that a lot. Some people just misspell my name. It's RACHAEL. But if that's still not working, hopefully Bobbi Brown can jump in and fix that for us. And this last shade of the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick is Truffle. So this is a really pretty champagne gold kind of shade. It's very light and reflective. It looks very natural. So I'm actually going to go in and just do a few swipes on my lids and then just blend it out with my finger. And these are super easy to blend out. I think this shade, as you can see, it's pretty neutral. This would also be a really great eyeshadow primer. These, like I was saying, are really great for oily eyelids. These do not budge. When I first got these in the mail, I swatched them all on the back of my hand, and then I used a micellar water to remove them, and they would not come off. Like, they do not budge. They stay on so well. And it's very nice because the coverage and the pigment is so nice, and you would expect it to like tug at your eyelid, but it doesn't. It's super, super creamy. So I'm gonna go to this eye now. This is the shade Truffle. So it was this one here. It's like a very pretty light gold champagne kind of shade. But once you apply it to the eye and start shearing it out with your finger, it looks very, very nice, very natural. And I just think that looks stunning and very natural. Again, I'm not super into crazy eyeshadow looks because I just don't have the talent to do them. So usually when I do eyeshadow, I like something very simple and natural. I'm a very one and done shade kind of person. And I just really like that you can just swipe this, blend it out, and you're done. Nothing crazy going on here. So next, I'm going to move on to a mascara. Thank you guys for fixing that code. Okay, so this is the Smoky Eye Mascara from Brown. Again, like I mentioned, I have super oily eyelids, so I need a mascara that's not going to smudge, it's not going to flake, it's sweat resistant, it's humidity resistant, and this is all of those things. So this is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. And I do like a very natural lash look, but also I want my eyes to be a bit dramatic, and I want my mascara to obviously be seen and very visible. So I love this mascara. I'm gonna go in with a few coats right now. I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown mirror to apply it. And I love this formula because it's just so natural and it doesn't clump at all. That's my problem with so many mascaras, is that it clumps, and I am not the most skilled mascara applier, so I will get it all over my eyelid and I will mess up my mascara. But with this, it's not clumping at all and it just looks so natural. I like to focus on the outer corner a lot to help open up my eye a bit. So as you can see, that's a pretty nice difference. I'll do my bottom lashes. And you can just tell the difference between this eye and this eye here. Very noticeable lash difference, and it just looks so natural still. Doesn't look too crazy. I'm gonna do this other eye now. I'm also generally not a big mascara wearer on my bottom lashes because while my under eyes can be very dry, they can also be very oily, which is very weird. I usually get my mascara on my under eyes that will like smudge, but with this mascara, I don't get that, so that is amazing. I just love how natural that looks. Oh, I'm so obsessed. Okay, so I've got eyes down. I think I want to add just a bit more of that eyeshadow and truffle to my lids, just for a bit of a more shimmery effect. But this is great. Again, I think this would work really well as an eyeshadow primer because it's such a neutral color, but it's also great for just a very natural wash of color on my lids. Sometimes I don't like having just like nothing on my lids, so this is definitely a great everyday kind of shadow for me. I've never tried brown mascara, so I'm not sure if I would have an opinion on it. I always like black. Okay, so that is it for my eyes. I don't wear much eyeliner. I just love a very natural eye kind of look. Again, very glowy lids right here, very natural, and then a very nice mascara. Rashida, I hope I said that right. I think this mascara is actually really great for lengthening. So it is volumizing and lengthening. Maybe you can't tell super well on the camera, but I'll look directly at my laptop here. This really did help to lengthen my lashes and also build volume, and it didn't clump at all, which was amazing. And it just looks very natural. I'm super happy with the finish of this. Okay, so I will move on to lips next, and I'm going to show you guys a brand new launch from Bobbi Brown. It is their crushed, let me make sure I get this name right. Where'd it go? Crushed Shine Jelly Stick. I thought I had that right. So they have 6 different shades for this, and they're all gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch all of them for you. And this formula is so fun. The packaging is also super fun. Julie, I don't believe this mascara is waterproof, but it is sweat resistant and it's humidity resistant. So I'm gonna go ahead and start swatching these Crush Shine Jelly Sticks. I believe these are exclusive to Sephora. Bobbi Brown, please correct me if I'm wrong, but these are such a fun formula. So I'm gonna show you the packaging. So here's the top of it. You press the top down and then it kind of just pops out like that. So they're so cute. They have like just this very jelly kind of formula, and you can build it up for a sheer color. It starts off pretty sheer, and then you can build it up for a pop of color. So I'm going to swatch the shade first. This is the shade Cranberry. That is super gorgeous. I think that's a perfect fall winter shade. Let's see. Next, I will move on to, ooh, wrong way, Honey. Let me see if I can do this correctly. This is a very nice nude kind of shade, like a nude pink. Also got the shade Tahiti here. This is a very fun, bright pink. This would be great for, oh gosh, cannot do swatches backwards. So this is Tahiti. This is a very fun, bright pink. That'd be really fun for like a vacation, when we can go on vacations again. Next is Lilac. This is a very pretty violet color. That one here. Next is the shade Papaya. Very pretty, just straight from the... I am obsessed with this shade. It's like a sheer orange kind of shade. I can't wait for spring and summer because I will be all over this shade. And then the last shade I have is Candy Apple, which is this one down here. It's like a very soft, very pretty red. So I think today I'm gonna go with the shade Honey. I just really love a nude lip. Also, I'm just gonna be hanging out on my couch after this for the rest of the day, so don't need to go for anything crazy. But I super love these. They're very, very hydrating, which I really love. So they have hyaluronic acid. It really just feels like almost a tinted lip balm, but it's a lipstick. You're getting such like high pigment. It's really incredible. So I'm gonna start with Honey. I'm gonna swatch just a bit on my lips right now. My hand looks crazy. So that's just one swipe, one or two swipes. You can already tell it's very, very pretty. It's very sheer. You can kind of tell from here that it does have a very soft shine finish. So it's not a matte finish. It's not really semi-matte. It's just a very nice, pretty, sheer, shiny, glowy finish. And I'm all about that. I love a glowy lip also, just like I love glowy skin. So I'm gonna add just a bit more to see how you can build up the color. And I just love the applicator. You can just twist it up like this. And so with just a few more swipes, I've really built up this lip. So it started off looking pretty sheer, and now it's just really, really bold. So I love that you can customize really the intensity of your lipstick with these, because some days I want a sheer shade, some days I want, you know, a bolder pop of color. So I really love these, and that they have 6 different shades that I have here in front of me that you can just build up for the intensity that you want. I feel like I can get by without a lip liner. I feel like the formula is pretty, almost like, again, like a tinted lip balm. You don't really need lip liner. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to add it. I don't have one in front of me, so I don't have one. But if you can see here, you can see the outline of my lips still. Let me see if I can try to cover it up a bit. I personally don't think that a lip liner would be needed with this. But again, it's just such a pretty finish, such a pretty color. I love the formula. The coverage is really great. All right, well, that is it for my final Bobbi Brown look. So before I hop off, I'd love to know if you guys have any other questions about any of the products. But again, I'd love to say, these products are amazing for that no makeup kind of look. I think Maria might have said, I don't even look like I'm wearing makeup. It's just so beautiful. Again, just super, super pretty. Super glowy finish. It's just amazing. Thank you guys. Priscilla, I think the promo code is in the description box if you can copy and paste it. Make sure you spelled my name correctly. I know some people might have been having trouble with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on for 1 second. Any other questions? Julie, I have the lip tints as well. The lip tint is definitely more of a sheer wash of color, like definitely like a tinted lip balm. But these have the feeling of a lip balm, so they're very hydrating. But as you can see, like you're not gonna get this type of pigment with a tinted lip balm. So you can really build up the finish here and the pigment and the intensity. So I think that's where it differs. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for having me on here. Again, this was my very first live stream. This was so fun. I loved hanging out with all of you. Thank you for watching. Again, you can catch me on Instagram. My handle is Skincare Standard. And if you have any questions that I didn't get to today, you have questions pop up later, feel free to DM me or Bobbi Brown. I'm sure we could tackle your questions. But thank you guys again, and I hope to see you guys soon.